Hey everyone, welcome to all our viewers across the world, our World Business Forum audience, and all our Chief Executive Magazine readers. I'm Martin Lindstrom, your co-host, along with my dear friend and the world's #1 leadership coach, Marshall Goldsmith. Now, Marshall is a member of the Thinkers 50 Hall of Fame and has written some of the most iconic books out there. And guess what? On May the 3rd, his next book, drum rolls here, The Earned Life, Lose Regret, Choose Fulfillment, will be published. And it's absolutely amazing because I had a sneak peek of the manuscript. Now, beside all this, I just want to say Marshall is an amazing individual. And Marshall, once again, thank you for joining us on our show.
Martin, thank you for inviting me. I am here with my comrade, Martin Lindstrom. Martin is a few things. One, the world's most interesting human being. So he is the most interesting person I've ever met. He has been ranked in the Time magazine as one of the 100 most influential people only in the world, 100 most influential people in the world. He is author of amazing books, including Biology, The Ministry of Common Sense. He is also a person who does lots of good deeds. He does lots of good deeds and he helps people that need help, whether he gets paid or not. And he's also the world's #1 expert at branding. So when you're talking about building your brand, designing your own life, no one knows more about branding than my comrade, Martin Lindstrom. So very honored to be here with my wonderful friend, Martin Lindstrom.
Marshall, I so hope we're recording this show because I'm going to use every single word against you, I tell you. Now, by the way, if you have any questions or comments, just post them here or just tell us who you are and where you are. And if you like this show, by the way, don't forget to press the like, the follow, or the subscribe button. Now, Marshall, let me ask you a question. In hindsight, what advice designing your own life would you basically give to yourself? What advice would you give to yourself if you were 18 years old again?
Well, I would go back to my new book and focus on 3 things. 1, what is your broader aspiration? What are you here for in the first place? 2, what is your ambition, the achievement you can connect to that aspiration? And 3, enjoy the process. Have a good time as you go. So those would be the 3 things. Wait a minute, I've got a new. And the other one I would do is I would definitely talk to Ayse Birsel and learn everything from her about designing your life.
But listen, why don't we just talk to her? Tell me more about her, this amazing individual, which I know is your mentor, right?
And here we are with the wonderful Ayse Birsel. Ayse Birsel is a woman who has changed my life, not in a little way. She's changed my life in a giant way. And she's a person who's actually been my coach. She's a Thinkers 50 on the radar, top 30 future leadership thinkers in the world. A Fast Company, one of the most creative people in the world. Thinkers 50, one of the top 50 coaches in the world. Aside from that, she's an author. She wrote a fantastic book called Design the Life You Love, and she's designed everything. She has not only designed lives, she's designed furniture. She's designed toilet seats. So she's an amazing person who's an incredible record of designing so many interesting things and one of the most fascinating people I've ever met. So Martin, really happy to be here with my great friend and comrade, Ayse, who's also my coach. Hey. Now, let us begin with a question on today's topic. Today's topic is about designing this life that you love. You've had countless experiences of helping people design their lives. Let's start from the beginning. What would you say is a good start to help people design the life they love, design their own lives?
Thank you, Marshall. And Martin, it's so good to see you. I first want to say, Marshall, you taught me this very valuable lesson where you said, if you want to be successful, find the most successful clients. And I'm paraphrasing you, but so did I do good? I think I did very well. The world's #1 leadership coach is, I'm coaching you, so that's not bad. Sure way to be successful. So what I would say is to somebody who wants to design their life, my first question would be, do you have the perfect life? Because if you do, walk away. Because once you start designing your life and deconstructing it, nothing is going to go back the way it was before. So, and then if you say, well, no, I actually don't have the perfect life, then that's a great place to start, because design is many things, but first and foremost, it's problem solving. So you need to come from a place of a challenge or a problem that you want to resolve. And so that would be the first question. And once you have that feeling, and I think we all have this in different moments in our life where we feel like, I'd like to rethink my life. If that's where you're at, then I would say give yourself permission to be creative with your life. Our life is our biggest project, and currently there are no roadmaps for it, so you have to create your own roadmap. Why not design?
I love your work. I have to ask you a question, which a lot of people also is asking me, which really is, it's so easy for us to sit here and design our own life. I mean, we've been fairly successful, all of us, on this line right now. But when you start from the very beginning, you don't have those credentials, right? You don't have those amazing people. You can't even convince them because they don't even read your email. What is the very first step those people should take towards designing their life, where they also can, walk the walk rather than just talking the talk?
Yeah, I guess, first, Martin, you made me think the very beginners that I've worked with was 13-year-old middle school students at Ishinomaki a year after the tsunami in Japan, where these were kids who were 13 and 14 who had lost everything. And some of them had lost their parents and families. And the Ishinomaki lab invited me to come and help them redesign their life. And I have to tell you, that was the most difficult workshop I've ever done, where I had these kids for 3 hours. Nobody said anything for 2.5 hours. And I started feeling very anxious, and I was like, Ayse, what are you doing here? Who are you to tell these kids who've seen already such tragedy in their life that they can design their life? And then I did the heroes exercise with them. And I asked them, who's their hero? And that's when they started talking. And they said, my hero is my grandmother. My hero is my cat. My hero is, at the time, Japan had won the women's soccer world championship, the captain of the team, and they explained why. And then this is being translated to me, and I'm starting to cry. And I look around, and there was like a ring of adults around them that were there to observe and listen. And there was not a dry eye in the whole room. All the adults were like, wah. So I think with them and with everyone, I think the starting point is asking yourself, who are my heroes? And then describing, what is it about them that inspires me? And then once you do that, I'll tell you that the qualities you see in your heroes are your own qualities. They're your own values. And once you know your values, you can do anything, because that's the foundation of your design, whether it's your life design, a chair design, you name it. And that actually is how Marshall started designing his life, through his amazing heroes.